G'day everybody from Sid in the Shed. I've got my sister from Limo Crafts is earworming for me. There might be a couple of other guys. Oh, here we go. Robocop, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
So Robocop, that's my sister Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Pleased to meet you.
Hi.
So Rob's a pommy, as you may have guessed. So
no, it's not.
Hi, I'm Geordie.
So our dad's a pom, Rob. So you're all good.
Cool.
Dad was from Eastbourne. So, all right, I'm going to whack you guys in the background, and
sure.
I'm going to. So this is a piece of driftwood off the beach that, as the crow flies from here, right at this very moment, it's about probably 1.5 kilometres away where I picked it up. Rob's seen the other, Lisa's both seen the other piece, the other half of it that I turned. So,
I think I'm claiming this one, Sid, by the way.
You think you're what?
I think I'm claiming this one.
Oh, right. Already. I haven't finished it yet.
I know, but I love the other one. Anyway.
Yeah, that got claimed fairly quickly too.
It did.
Alrighty. So it's pretty well out of balance, so it's going to be at bottom speed. This lathe's the same as yours, Rob. It's just a different colour.
Yes.
So this wood's actually quite soft.
Yeah. Could add a beat to that drum.
Good to know that one day I may be able to turn something so.
Hi, Katrina.
Gary.
G'day, Katrina. How you going?
Hi, Katrina. I've had to open up YouTube because I don't know.
So Katrina's from our hometown, Rob.
Oh, all right, cool.
So
No,
I'm about 400 kilometres away from my hometown, Rob, and so with lockdown at the moment, I'm not going to get to see my family for quite some time. So this is the closest I get.
Bless you. Yeah, it's not a great time, is it, in history?
No, it's certainly not.
Hopefully.
And Katrina's a friend of both Sid and mine, so yeah.
Aye, cool, great.
Yeah, Katrina's a founding member of the I Hate Sid Club.
Yes.
I can't imagine there's such a club.
Am I allowed to show what I'm working on, Sid, while you're doing that or not?
You can say whatever you like. I can't hear much at the moment.
Righto. So Sid would turn some of these little things for me. And this is one I'm sort of dotting and stuff at the moment.
Hang on. I'll have to put you up so that you can see it.
Oh, will they? Okay.
There
Sorry.
Hang on.
And I've got to get it right. So I've painted
lovely.
it I keep doing it the wrong way. So it's going to have a sun over in the other corner. But, yeah, he turned that and sent me like 5 of those. So that's one I'm working on at the minute. So while I'm looking down, I'm just sort of working on that.
You've been practicing, Rob, beads and codes.
To be honest, I haven't. That was from the other day, and I kept getting catches with the spindle gouge, believe it or not.
That's making it look like you've been practicing, which is very clever.
Yes, that's I did. Hi, Stace from Stace Makes is in. Hi, Stace.
Hi, Stace Makes. I don't know Stace. Do I know Stace?
Stace is over in England as well.
Okay, yep.
Stace and the other half both have separate channels. Stace Makes. It does all types of crafts. But been sharing our journey into wood turning. From learning wood turning. The other half is Nick, and his channel called The Flaming Turner. And Nick mainly does wood turning, but he also does scroll sewing and calligraphy also.
Lovely. I'll have to follow Stace. That sounds like the kind of channel I'd like. And thank you, Katrina.
It was a beautiful piece you just showed there. Lisa. Was it? It's like a reminds me of an Aboriginal style.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's sort of not meant to be though. It's just
Just
dot
because of the
art.
dots. Yeah, dot art.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Dot
'cause
and
I'm not.
mandala art seems to be all the rage at the moment.
Ah,
So
right.
not necessarily for. I try to steer away from anything that might look slightly Aboriginal because I'm not, and I don't
Yeah.
want to take that away from them. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
You see, I'm not very cultured. You see, I'm from the northeast
Right.
of England. And I've already seen Crocodile Dundee, so I'm too good at that. But forgive me ignorance.
No, you're not ignorant at all. You don't know what you don't know.
That's true, and it's not what I don't know. There's an
So
interesting.
there's little cracks through this that I put a bit of CA in to try and hold it together.
And Sid, did you say where you got the wood from?
Sorry, mate.
Did you say where you got the wood from?
It's a bit of beech wood. It's ocean wood. So
Yeah.
I've got no idea what sort of wood it was.
Yeah,
Just a bit
and
of
I've seen the
driftwood
other.
picked up off the beach.
And I've seen the other piece
Half from here.
that Sid turned from the same piece, and it's absolutely beautiful. Really good.
Yeah, I was going to claim that piece, that other one, Rob, but someone bought it before I could. So
Yes, and I'm not surprised someone bought it so quickly.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful piece.
I've been painting a few shells as well, or drawing on them anyway, and I thought I'd
All
like
right.
to have like that with in Sid, Sid's bowl with my shells being in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be nice. Well, maybe you can get this one.
I'll have to check out your elephant. Stace just said I've just glued Claire's elephant up. It's on my Insta and TikTok. I'll follow you on Insta, Claire. I'm Limo Crafts on Insta, so if you follow me, I'll follow you back. But yeah, I'll certainly find you.
And Stacey saying she's had a collaboration with the full name is Sneaks Wall Art. He doesn't do a lot of YouTube. But he's a really talented mate. He does wall art, obviously. And Stacey's saying she's got a video coming up later.
Oh, nice.
Got a video.
I wasn't
to
real
finish.
sure what that said. So okay,
No, sorry, she's going in our workshop later. She's got a video to finish. Yeah, so the video's not going up yet. That'll be interesting. The good thing about the internet is how small the world becomes, how you are in Australia and we can talk to you live and watch.
I know. How cool is it?
It really is. Can you imagine 100 years ago?
Oh.
Just wouldn't it? Have to send a telegram.
My
Sid's
son
doing
was
really well on
asking
the
me
outside.
My son was asking me tonight, am I older than, what did he say first? Am I older than Netflix? And I said, yes, mate, I'm older than Netflix. And he goes, so older than technology. And I said, well, not really, because technology's been around for a long time, just in different forms. And he goes, were you alive when the horse and carts were used? And I'm like, yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks, that's great.
That's really funny because I was. There used to be a rag and bone man used to go around his horse and cart shouting rag and bone, and everyone used to put out their rubbish onto him. Like old clothes and things he didn't need anymore. Yeah, he used to collect those. It's really funny. I mean, like CDs are not a thing anymore for music.
No, that's right. That was all. When they first came out, it was everyone just couldn't believe you could have music on a little disc like that, and now it's you don't even need that.
Yeah. And I remember a Walkman being futuristic.
Yeah. Well, that was when I was little. Walkmans were in when I was about 10 and under, so that's showing what I'm very much a lot younger than Sid. I'm the youngest.
I'm old. Well, I shouldn't say I'm old. I'm similar age to Sid. I'm 47. But
Oh yeah, I'll take 47.
I'm only 44.
I'll take 47 any day of the week.
All right.
Yeah.
You can add 9 years onto that, Robocop.
Wow.
Yep.
Awesome. I just insulted my mother-in-law. Actually, there was a car parked outside, and it took up 2 spaces. And my mother-in-law said to my wife, her daughter, "Did you see who was driving that car?" And I said, "Oh, it was an old woman. She was about 50, and had blonde hair and glasses." She's going, "I'm 68." Oh, Jesus, I'm only 3 years off 50. All I meant was she wasn't like
She wasn't
22.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny how people can take an insult which isn't even directed at them or
I
doesn't
think-
actually an insult.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset, Rob, isn't it? If they want to take things as insults, then they will. It
Yes.
doesn't matter what you say.
Yes, it's true. Because some people, I don't know if she's still in actually.
Look out, behave yourself, Robocop.
So you said?
Just behave yourself.
I'll behave myself.
As you can
hey,
see,
Rob.
Robocop's been practicing.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
I just put my finger in my paint.
I got your back, Rob.
Who's back? I don't know if Sid was asking me or Robbo. My back's fine. Never had trouble for a while.
Robbo, the Limo Crafts is my sister Lisa.
Oh, right.
Hello.
Hello. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did one night. I had a glass of water for rinsing out the brushes and my cup of tea next to me.
Yeah.
I put the bloody paintbrush in the cup of tea and I thought, you idiot. So I went and made myself another one and then promptly drank the water as well.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. No, I've done that. But now I've worked out that my paints are on my right-hand side and my coffee, if I'm having one's on my left. So I don't do that anymore.
Good system. That's quite common with artists.
I remember years ago when I used to smoke and you'd use a Coke can to put your cigarette butt in and you'd forget which one you're actually drinking from. That's not nice either.
Oh, no, that's foul. I've done that.
Yep.
Oh, a mate of mine did it to me.
Oh, Robbo. Do you know the table leg we're working on?
Sorry?
You know the table leg that we're working on?
Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I totally messed up the pommel. You know how you have two lines on? I went way past the line.
No, one's been cancelled out. I've deleted it. So it won't come up. It'll just come up as video unavailable at this time.
Sorry.
Sid, move your tool rest in a little bit.
Yes, Sid, do as you're told.
Yeah, I was going to say that to Sid. I wasn't really. I didn't know it.
You lot behave yourselves.
He doesn't take any note of me ever, so I'm just saying what you said so that I feel like he's doing what I said.
Stasis is a baby.
It's amazing how much difference that 2 inches makes, I tell you.
I'm not going to say that much.
Sorry.
I see that she has your sense of humour too, Sid.
No.
I had to put the chisel down, Robbo. That was dangerous.
Yeah.
I haven't got his sense of humour. He's still got his.
Good evening to Stacey, Katrina. Don't know who else is in.
Tommy was in earlier. I don't know whether he still is.
That Jay is.
Katrina's asking, is this another ball?
Yeah, I think it is, Katrina.
Robocop?
Katrina's asking if it's another bowl.
Yeah, well, it's not yet, but hopefully it will be.
Well, Sid, I've finally got those ear things working. I ordered a set of those aftershocks.
Yep.
They don't work on the main computer, but they work fantastic on the laptop.
Oh, good. Have you got Bluetooth on the main one or not?
Yeah, it detects them, but the sound breaks up. And I think what it is, and they're aware of it, is that it's conflicting with the USB 3. All my cameras and everything ran on USB 3s.
Yep.
And USB 3 is 54 kilohertz, and the speaker thing runs on, 58 or 54. But there's only half a kilohertz between them, and that's what I think is what's causing it. Getting interference from them.
I think this is one of those times where I've got to let it dry before I put paint everywhere, boy.
Oh, carrying on before, I like it wet and slippery myself. But.
That's your cup of tea, Robert.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell you what, the biggest trouble with this driftwood is the amount of sand and silicates in it. Like, it's not hard wood, but it takes the edge off really quick.
Yeah.
It sounds like a snake.
And tell me, Stace, is it really a Hoover, or is it an Electrolux, or some other brand, a Dyson? That's given a better cut now that you've sharpened it.
Yeah, it'll give me about 5 minutes.
Is that just because of the wood, boy?
Yeah, it's because it's driftwood. It's got sand in it and silicates. Well, it's not hard wood. It shouldn't. If it was clean wood, it'd be just peeling off.
Yeah.
Like the ribbon's coming off there now.
Rob CP's backstage. Sid?
Did he go to sleep?
I don't know.
Did you go to sleep, Rob?
Apologies. Do you
That's
know
all
what
right,
happened? My PC, sorry, it's not a PC, it's a laptop. Every so often, it'll just die. And it says ran into a problem, and it starts up again.
Darren,
Good day, Sid. Good day, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Yeah, so apologies.
Check your battery settings. You may have it. I take it you've got it plugged into power at the moment, Rob.
It is, yes.
Yeah, just go into your battery settings and see, like, I set my laptop so that if they're on power, they never switch off.
All right, I'm just going in now.
Oh, so that when it fully charges, it doesn't automatically go to battery.
There you go. Go to control panel and just put in the search bar at the top, put power settings.
Yes, so is it battery saver settings?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Now, when it's on battery, you can set that wherever you like, that it goes into a sleep mode at 10 minutes or whatever. But go into on power mode and always put it on to never switching off.
Right. So turn battery saver on automatically at 20%.
what to do next.
It might not be that. It's because
right.
it says it ran into a problem, and normally it does it 2 or 3 times in a row, and it'll be fine for a long time. That's all right. That's all right.
And Tommy's workshop's in.
I was going to say,
hi,
who's Tommy?
Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. Tommy's a dark horse. He's a really good bull turner,
Yes.
but he doesn't show off as much as me. Right. I've hit the like button, Darren.
Sid.
What's he doing? I'm in the
Hey.
chat, so I can't see. I'm only on my phone.
Going the wrong way of the
Come.
grain.
Going backwards.
Oh, isn't that?
Yeah, I'm
isn't that what
using
you're
the
supposed
other
to
edge
do?
for a minute.
Is that a no, Rob?
Well, yes, technically.
So it tears the grain out like that
Right.
because it's cutting unsupported wood.
That's
But
it.
my leading edge was going dull, so I thought I'll just take a bit of wood off with the back edge before I sharpen.
Yep.
I've got a question, please, Robbo. Do you know if this was a live edge and Sid wanted to keep the bark on?
Then you come back the other way. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. But you would only take a light cut with a really sharp tool.
With a really sharp tool. That's it.
Yeah.
Rather than a
So
dull
this will
tool.
be a natural edge, Rob, but not a live edge because there's no bark on it.
All right. Right.
So it's finicky, sort of nitpicky, I suppose. But to me, a natural edge is you've got the natural
I know
wood.
I know what
and
you
a
mean.
live edge,
Yes.
You've actually got bark. Yeah.
Yes.
And
That's a good
even-
description.
Even sometimes with a live edge, you've got to just come backwards. But I do a shear cut backwards.
Yeah.
Look at all that man glitter, boy.
I know.
No, mulch for the chooks. It's one thing I miss about not being at mother-in-law's place. She had 5 acres. I could dump the sawdust all over the property, but
That would have been handy.
oh, it was.
Yeah. It's amazing how me just doing tiny bits of wood turning is it like hardly producing anything. Can I get loads of shavings? And for you, who's contain a table leg in 5 minutes, how much shavings you must have?
We used to take out 2 to 3 trailer loads a day.
Oh
Wow,
my God, that is a lot.
that would take me 3 years. Just that much.
Now you know why I used to employ cleaners.
Yeah, definitely.
And Darren's being rude to you, Sid.
Hey, what's that?
Darren's being rude to you.
He's always been rude to me.
So what happens when you have a sharp tool being held by a dull tool?
That's what I was trying to say,
You know-
Darren. I couldn't think of the right way to say
You
it.
know, I've got a block function here.
Just watch me tomorrow, Darren. That's if I get a sharp tool, by the way.
And that's right, Tommy. If you don't go backwards, it chips out too much. But like I said, I always do a shear cut. I don't do a normal turning cut coming in from a live edge or a bark edge or anything like that. Natural edge. Oh, wouldn't. And Darren said, I didn't mean, Sid, laugh out loud.
Oh no, of course you did.
No, not much.
And if you didn't, I did, but I just couldn't think of the words.
Yeah.
But that's okay. chat's saying?
What speed do you run your lathe at, Sid, for this ball?
I've cranked it up to number 3. So it starts
Right.
at 503 is what's that about? That's running about 760 now.
Right. It's only recently, since I've had lessons with Robbo, that I've been turning my lathe up. I've always been scared, thinking, oh, the faster it goes, it's going to come out in colours. So I'm getting braver.
Don't worry, I've got a lathe that goes down to 27, and I quite often start on that with some of the timber I have, I tell you.
Yeah. Well, you see, I've not experienced the Australian timbers, which I know are really hard. You got something called iron bark or iron wood.
We
something
have.
kind of-
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I imagine it's like steel. Like
No, it's not.
just
Actually,
No.
iron bark is nice to turn, except it splinters.
It's named
instead
that for the
showing
bark,
something.
not for the wood, Rob.
Right.
The look
Right.
of the bark is, it's not
There you go.
the wood itself.
Yeah. But
Cooktown
Jar-
ironwood. Cooktown ironwood, for instance, is related to concrete.
Right.
Yep. So that's a bit of iron bark.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's nice. Yeah.
Turns very nice, actually.
So what
Except
would you say?
As I say, it splinters. That's the only problem. It doesn't really come off in shavings easily.
Right.
Does that
Oh, that's
depend
some-
on the age, Rob, or is that just generally?
No,
Whether it-
just the timber.
Just the wood. The way the wood's structured. I've noticed, Robbo, when I watch you turn, and you could have dry wood on your lathe, and you're using a skew chisel, and you can get ribbons coming off, and I don't understand how. Because I don't seem to get ribbons.
It'll come, Rob. It'll come.
Nice.
It's 40 years of practice, Rob.
When I do get there, I'm going to video it in slow motion. And I'm
You're going to do a
and I'm
little
gonna-
dance, aren't you? Saying, I've got ribbons.
Yes, I am, and I'm going to show everybody, even people who I don't know. I'm going to stop them in the street, get my phone, and say, "Have a look at this. This is me."
Check this out.
Check this out, I've got ribbons.
Yeah.
I got rhythm. I've got ribbons.
Oh dear.
Oh, love
Now
it.
you know why. Now you know why I don't sing.
Correct.
You're like Sid, you're okay as long as there's no music to go with it. You're
Yeah.
a beautiful singer as long as
Oh,
you're
you
not
are.
actually singing to music.
As a singer, I make a great concreter, I tell you.
I happen to be the worst singer ever. Like, I even annoy myself. That's how bad I sing.
That's not bad, Rob.
I sing along
That's
to
an
music.
effort, that is.
Yeah, if I sing along to music, I have to crank it right up so I can't.
So you
Yeah.
can't hear yourself.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
So we don't take you to a karaoke bar then, Rob.
No. You see, they wouldn't just throw me out. They would hire all you out as well. So you're not welcome no more.
Darren was talking about the iron bark and he said, like anything Australian, it's contrary. Yellow box or grey box are very hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yellow box is probably the worst.
What's Jarrah like? Jarrah?
Jared turns nicely, actually.
Is it? All right. I'd imagined that was going to be really tough. But
No, Jared's Joe's not bad actually on the toughness scale.
Right,
We've got a lot harder ones than that.
Yeah.
I've got a lump of jar over there that's 4 foot long and 8 inches square.
Oh, nice.
My my lovely wife picked it up for me in Adelaide at a salvage joint.
G'day, John S. How are you?
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
John.
John.
Katrina's the same as me. She turns the music up loud so she can't hear herself sing.
We know what Robbo did with the money he was given for singing lessons. He spent it on lathes. That's from Darren.
No, I spent it on dancing lessons.
And Katrina said she's not the only one that has to turn up the music to hide her own singing. I don't think I've ever heard you sing, Katrina. Maybe I have. I don't know. You've heard me because I just
There's
sing.
possibly a reason for that.
Sid.
Did I say that with my outside voice? Sorry.
You said it out loud. Yeah.
Yeah, my outside voice.
Hi, John. I don't know who John is, but hi, John. I'm Lisa.
John.
Lisa's my sister, John.
John's in a lot of the chats, a lot of the lives.
Yeah. Yeah, we let him in.
You let him in? All right.
Yeah.
What else am I going to paint? I'm running out of things to paint.
Oh, there, slip over here. You can paint the workshop if you like.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, Robbo, do you know the things we need for tomorrow? Is one of them's a piece of wood 100 by 100 by 50. I'm going to have to glue 3 pieces together. Would 46mm be okay? If it ends up with
that is a backup piece just in case.
All right.
And I'll explain it all tomorrow night or tomorrow morning for you.
Yeah. No problems.
You probably won't have to use it, but
Right. It's funny how oh, sorry.
That's right.
I was just going to say it's funny how there's with wood turning, it's such a big subject. You know how woodwork in general, you can split into different categories. There's wood carving, there's wood turning, there's furniture making, furniture restoring, carpentry, joinery, lots of different categories. Even wood turning, you can split into lots of different categories.
you definitely can.
Like some people
You got real turning, and then you got bowl turning, and then you got pen turning. Is that right, Robert?
No, the last two don't count. G'day, Michael. How are you? Michael has a party's joined in.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
There's a lot of. There really is a lot to wood turning if you get into it. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to get into it.
Yeah, you're too busy making money.
Well, that was part of it, yeah.
You know, like there's different styles and different wood turners have a different. You know, what I'm trying to say is there'll be some rules which can't be broken, otherwise it's dangerous or just messes up the job. But
the methods.
There,
The methods and the techniques have been set in stone about 400 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of the tooling has changed. Like you got carbides now, dare I say it?
Yes. Yeah.
And unfortunately, like if you watch Steve Jones, for instance, and you watch me,
Yes.
Somebody said once, if I didn't know your hands, I would think it was Steve Jones doing it. You know,
Yes.
because we were both taught by old wood turners that were factory turners.
Yes.
And with the advent of new people coming in, and I'm not being rude here or trying to be rude,
Yeah.
the new turners don't want to learn the basic techniques. That's what the problem is. They just want to make something.
Yeah, you're right. And I sadly fell into that camp. And to me, this is how bad my attitude was. I thought practicing beating cubs was a complete waste of time. I mean, how wrong could someone be and not know it? I thought, I want to make something.
Yeah.
At least I found out just a year in, I suppose.
Yay!
Could
Yeah,
have
no,
been
I
10
didn't
years.
want to. I didn't want to interrupt you guys. So thanks, Steve.
Hello, Steve. Yeah, he's just
So,
followed
Katrina,
Lisa.
I'm turning the bowl around so I can start taking the middle out.
G'day, Steve, Western Australian. We won't hold that against him.
I get
Well,
told off for calling him Siddles, Katrina.
There's a few people who can just get away with it. And
Why?
mainly
What's
because they're
the
too
matter,
far away.
Siddles? What's the matter, Siddles? Hey, Siddles? You're going to cop shit now.
Oh, that's all right, because I work on a theory, Robbo. If I let people think that there's something I don't like,
I
they'll
know.
use it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Good idea.
I let a lot of people think I don't want anyone to know what my real name is.
Yeah.
You've never really cared about that, have you? It's just...
No, but I let people think I do.
I know. I like to tease you about it, but it's only because I know you don't actually care. If I thought you cared, I wouldn't do it. It's like I don't call you Siddles because I know you actually don't like me calling you Siddles.
Yeah, that's just you because you're special.
I know. I'm very special. I'm a special kind of special.
So, Sid, do you add a finish once you finished the whole piece?
In this case, I am, Robbo, because I'm live and I don't want to be spending all night.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm coming up to an hour.
Yes.
Is it really?
I finish it with shellac, which is what I did the other one with. And a lot of it's sort of hand sanding anyway, because there's all this will have to be hand sanded up here. I can do all this down the back while it's on this way round.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So no, normally I would finish the outside first, but I know Robbo doesn't. You do the whole lot, then finish it later if you're going to put a finish on, don't you?
Yeah.
I've got an old DVD of Jim Jordan, the American wood turner. I don't know when this was filmed, maybe 1990s.
John Jordan.
Yes, sorry, John Jordan. And on that DVD, he finishes them off the lathe. Turns them on the lathe, then finishes it later.
Yeah, all my finishes come out of a gun, out of a spray gun.
Spray them.
I'm going to put it out there that the person who got the other bowl probably got the better one of the two, I reckon, just the way this one's coming out.
Yeah. Of course, I know, but you can get an order for 1,000 bowls, can't you?
Yeah, most bowls I've ever turned was 1,200.
Wow.
All exactly identical.
Wow. Amazing.
And Katrina says I can watch this for another few hours. It's better than the footy game my old boy's watching.
I might get on Insta in a minute.
Is he really watching it, or is he asleep?
Hop on Insta afterwards and I'll set up a live and do some dotting and you can talk to me while I'm dotting.
Oh, what are you going, Dotty?
Yeah, that's it, man. We sit as a brother, who could blame me, hey?
I'm surprised you're not in the lunatic asylum now.
I've been there, done that. Just joking. He's pretty good.
I'd imagine he would be, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good while she's in Ballarat and I'm in Kingston.
That's right. I can ring him and tell him how much I'm missing, but when he's actually with me, I tell him to go away nicely. I don't use bad words.
Darren says, nice to know, Sid. I'm looking forward to seeing that poll. And Katrina has said he's a Geelong boy, so he's actually awake. Geelong must be playing tonight then. Shows you how much I know about football.
Yeah, Mum keeps texting me stuff, Sid, saying, "Oh, go, we've got the power to win," and I'm just like, "Yep, good, that's great, Mum. I really don't care." So,
Yeah,
she said, "Oh, your boys did well," and I'm like, "Oh, did they? Okay."
I've always said that I want to live long enough to see Alice Springs play Hobart in a grand final in Darwin.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you'd be 150 by then, Robbo.
I know.
Hey, Robbo, I
Yep.
was almost tempted to make a longer tool rest.
Why didn't you?
To move the tool rest. I didn't cast
Yeah.
thought, well, maybe Robbo's not going to get what to make anything more longer than that. I don't know.
12-inch tool
maybe I
rest is
should.
actually 12-inch tool rest is very handy actually. Did you get your skew chisel cut?
No.
Ah.
No. Got a few in my hand, and I haven't. And then I'm thinking, just make the handle bigger around there, so I don't have to I don't have to make a tang. So the whole thing just slapped in. You need a tang.
No, it'll be too big and bulky.
Right. And how long do you think the handle should hold?
Oh, on that about 15 inches probably.
All right. So,
like I've got some that have got long handles, and as you know, the one I normally use has only got a 6-inch handle on it. But that's for fine detail work when I'm up close. It's just what suits me.
Yeah.
And Steve Hawley said, I never thought we'd see a grand final in Perth.
I know.
That's only because of COVID.
I was going to say, it's only because that's the only place that's not locked down, isn't it?
Yeah, but truly amazing. To move around this country, you've got to be a sportsman.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Bloody stupid.
Can't go to funerals, but you can bloody go to a sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just hold your funeral in the middle of the MCG and then they can let you go.
But we saw what happened the last time when they opened it up to the crowd in the MCG, even though it was a small crowd.
I know. Crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't done as much ball training. I'm sorry, Robbo.
Sid, put the chisel against your stomach and move your hand up to the rest.
My stomach's against the lathe, Robbo.
Do
Now,
what Robbo says.
Sway your body around. You have much more chisel control that way. So it's not open. That's what that ballast is for in our midsection.
This is why my midsection's
Is that
getting
what it
bigger.
is?
That's what it is, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's supposed to be there, Sid, for God's sake.
This is why I've put on loads of weight.
You just watch that wing doesn't clip the tool.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching with my fingers too, Robbo.
Yeah. No, well, if you keep your fingers up, it's a fence.
Yeah.
And I know the grass is always greener over the other side of the fence, but not in this case. Bikies. Yes, Darren, you're definitely right. Darren has a lot of ballast.
Yeah, I haven't actually met Darren in person yet, but I believe he's well, Robbo's met both of us, so he can probably comment on whether we've got similar physiques or not.
Sorry, I missed the last part of that, Sid, but chisel cut in there.
He's saying Robbo can comment if Sid and Darren have similar physiques.
Now, open up the flute a little bit, Sid. When you should be at 45 as you're going down through there.
I'm the flute player, not Sid.
Now, your handle should be just about 3 or 4 inches off the bed of the lathe by now. Like, not down, but across. But you've got to watch that wing that you don't catch it. What you really need there is a traditional English grind.
So would Sid need a steeper grind, like 60 degrees?
Yeah, traditional English grind. The Americans call it a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
And Katrina said, she said, gosh, sounds like I have the body of a wood turner.
I'm pretty sure I do.
But Katrina, the thing is that you've got to still look like Adonis, you know?
No, sorry. Sid, no. He's my brother. Don't be saying that shit. He doesn't look like Adonis. Love you, Sid. But no. He's pretending he's not listening now.
Yeah.
I am. You're right.
I know. You're going to give it a really big head. Adonis, my God. If he's Adonis, I'm Cleopatra.
I heard a funny fact the other day. It was if you have a timeline of history, Cleopatra is closer to us in time than what Stonehenge is to Cleopatra.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Also, I heard, Pythagoras' theorem on trigonometry. What is it? The square of the hypotenuse, whatever. That wasn't discovered by Pythagoras. It was discovered 1,000 years before Pythagoras was born.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
You
I've
must
heard
read.
that before, yeah. I reckon I heard that in high school. I'm not sure. I could.
You must read the same things I do, Rob.
I do. I've seen that on a video actually on YouTube. But
G'day, Yarpy.
It must be right.
oh hi Yabby.
Yeah, Yappy.
Hi.
Sorry, Lisa. I think I might have missed what you said.
Oh, I said if it's on YouTube, it must be right. It's like
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah.
If it's on Facebook, it must be right.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Exactly.
The epitome of true facts.
That's exactly right.
I mean,
Exactly.
nobody.
That's the one.
It's nearly as good as
Nobody-
a current. It's nearly as good as a current affair and all those things. It is.
Yes,
That's right.
that's right. Because nobody in the world has an agenda.
No. They
Everyone
don't.
just likes facts.
That's
Stick to the
right.
truth.
There's no other sides to any stories. There's only one.
Statistics can't be manipulated.
No.
I am joking, in case you don't know. I do have a dry sense of humour.
Katrina. Sorry, Rob. Katrina says professional measuring tool there, Sid.
Yeah.
What was it? His fingers?
Yeah. The right digit.
Tell the story about Deb and her fingers. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good at all. What do you want me to?
You're not answering.
He's not answering.
Well, I
So
didn't hear what you said. Sorry, what was that?
I said, tell the story about Deb and the fingers on the map.
No, you go.
Oh. So apparently, like, obviously Sid's 12 years older than me, Deb's 10 years older than me, but apparently they were going on a road trip somewhere, and Dad was driving, she had the map, and he said to Deb, how far away are we? And she put her fingers on the map. She goes, 2 fingers. So, yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough if you knew the size of the fingers on the scale.
Yeah, no, she didn't. No.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I think I've ruined it.
I said we are able to identify the wood. The species, I mean.
I'm not sure if he can hear you.
I don't think you can.
The mic's very good, but with the noise, I get all the noise from the mask and the lathe as well. So
Yeah. What species?
no clue.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's a piece of driftwood off the beach.
Oh, right. Well, it could have come from anywhere then.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Could be an
reasonably.
overseas species.
It could be Banksia. It's probably not dark enough for Banksia, but it'd be one of the coastal bushes, I reckon.
Might not even be Australian, boy.
Well, that's true.
And as every bit of beechwood that I've turned has been reasonably easy to cut, but very hard on the edge because of the. And this one's been sitting out in the rain for probably 18 months, 2 years.
All right. And
That's
anyone?
What happens is salt gets in there and hardens them up. Man, you want to turn bloody pier poles. They are dynamite on tools.
Does it crystallise, Rob? Is that what it does?
No, it just seems to harden the timber up for some reason and puts crap into it.
Yeah.
Darren says it's one way of getting around our import laws.
Yeah.
Well, look, Darren, don't give away Sid's secret. He secretly rows out at midnight and drops it all over the side.
Yeah.
You know, my wife.
It's what's in the ins. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Come on, Rob.
I was just going to say, my wife used to watch a program. I think it was called Australian Airport, something like that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was customs.
Border Patrol.
Yeah, that's it. And there'd be lots of Chinese people kind of coming with funny types of food.
Yeah.
Fresh food and not declare it on the ticket. I believe you fill out a paperwork and you say what you've got in your bag.
Yeah.
If you've got fresh food, you're supposed to tick that.
But that's not food. It's not food. Not food.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Medicine.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm just going to wet this with a bit of metho so you can see what it'll come up like. And
Yeah, don't drink too much of it.
Or sniff it.
no,
Does it
I
matter?
haven't got any bread here to filter it through. So
Yeah. Oh man, you've got to sniff it. You got to sniff all finishes.
how's that? Hang on. How's that look?
Yeah, just zoom it in a bit if you can.
I was going to say, closer, please.
I've only got
Nice.
webcams. They don't zoom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just give us a.
It's looking nice, Sid.
So that'll
That'll
come up
come
quite
Now
nice
I
with a
can
bit of finish.
Yeah.
A few
I can
tool
tell you
marks
it's-
here I've got to get out.
Yeah, it's definitely not Banksia, I'll tell you that now.
No, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's not dark enough for Banksia, and the bark's too the wrong because Banksia bark's got like the honeycomb on it.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
And do you Australians? Do you find the grass is greener can happen with woodwork as wood turners? How no one seems to love their own homegrown woods. Everyone loves foreign woods. Like I love American
Yes.
black walnut.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and we should appreciate their own homegrown woods more, shouldn't they?
Well, no,
I'm
we
not
got.
a woodpecker, but I do.
I've got to admit that we've got some of the best timbers in the world, and
Yes,
but like people reckon that cherry is a hard wood. Man, I can turn cherry just about with my thumbnail
yeah, I can
compared to
imagine,
some
yeah.
of our stuff.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
One
so
of the
that's the
sorry,
other
sir.
half of my ocean wood bowl done, pretty
Right,
much.
very-
I
very
won't
good
make you
work.
watch all the sanding and stuff, but I'll get a picture of that up the next day or two as well.
I like
You've
that.
been awesome in under 1 hour as well. That would have took me 4 hours.
Yeah, we've
It's
got Wayne's on tonight, so I didn't want to be running too close up to him. So he'll be
Yeah.
on in an hour and a half. And I just
Yeah.
thought, if I can knock this out. One of the things I reckon, RoboCop, is, and you've said it yourself, you've got to be respectful of the wood and the lathe, but you can't be afraid of it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's that fine line between being game to have it. So as long as you're out of the line of fire, I don't know whether you saw there was a few big chunks flew off this tonight, but I'm back here, and they'll go that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Spindle turning Robbo's pretty safe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's this sort of stuff, but yeah, just having a go.
My problem's, I would say, a lack of confidence to a lack of knowledge, which
The
I
knowledge
will
part of it,
gain
and
through
having-
experience.
Yeah, that's right. And
Right.
Robbo's helping you out there. Like Robbo, even
Well,
me watching Robbo
Robbo-
teaching Jay, I've picked up heaps of tips.
Yeah. Yeah, Rebels lifted my turning game, much higher
He
than
has.
it was.
Yep.
You can see from week 1. I think Darren pointed that out. Let's just see, I was level 1 on week 1 and went up a few
Yep.
levels by week 2, week 3. Just from doing what Rebel said and practicing those cuts. And as Rebel said, wood turning's basically round overs, beads, curves, or flats.
And it's
Yep.
getting the muscle memory in for the chisel position, and I'm still not getting the chisel in the right position sometimes and I know when I'm not doing it because you can feel you're not on the bevel.
That's it.
Yes.
You know, you can
Doesn't-
feel it's unsupported, and then I've got to stop and step back and look at it and see where I've got to put the chisel to be having a supported cut.
Yeah.
Darren
No,
said if it wasn't so expensive to ship it, he'd send each of the UK boys a piece of our harder woods. Let's see them knock a bowl out in 45 minutes then.
Bit of yellow box.
The thing about safety too, I'll let you know a little secret. Every machine in my workshop terrifies me,
Yeah.
and I treat them with a great deal of respect, even the lowly pencil.
You see, I am a wood machinist. But I'm used to the tools spinning.
Yeah.
You know, like a planer thicknesser. I'm not scared of it because I'm used to it. When I first started off, I was 15, but I was going on 16 when I got my job. It was actually classed as joinery, but it was basically
I am
wood
15,
machining.
going on 16. Da, 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 da. Sorry.
So,
No.
Robbo, this piece was at Jay's back door.
Oh yeah,
It's a bit of that Chinese elm. Got a bit of water down in there, but I'll see what that might come up looking all right. I'll have a crack at that later.
no, the one machine that terrifies me, I've got a very nice spindle moulder.
I knew you were going to say a spindle moulder. I knew it. I used to make handrail and base rail on a spindle moulder when I was 17. I remember going. I remember I was in a working machine. It was cast iron with a cast iron fence. Once I was setting up, and the cutters we used to use were actually illegal in them days.
Yeah, it'd be a two-head cutter, was it? Bolt-in ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yep.
you're supposed to have metal dowels go through the cutters, and that was
cute,
not
boy.
there. It was just held in with pressure, and you could twist the blade. You just had to guess where the blade was.
I like that.
Well, setting up there, I used to bend down and sight along the table and the fence to see the cutter, and rotate to see the other cutter.
Yeah.
Well, you used to have to keep knocking the fence forward and backwards and have a test piece run that through. And once I forgot to tighten the fence, and the cut was getting bigger and bigger. And I went, well, whack the stop button, stood back, and it was a millimetre. The cast iron fence was a millimetre away from the cutter.
Yep.
If it had hit it, it would have shattered and come out like bullets.
Ooh.
You've been practicing your pommel cuts, have you, Sid?
Yeah.
Very nice, Sid. Very nice.
Did that with the skew.
Very good.
Apart from roughing it out.
What about the pommel cut?
I was assuming Sid used
What are you calling a pommel cut?
Where it comes from the square down to the round.
Yeah, from the square to the round.
Oh, here? No, that's just happy accident where I pushed the roughing gouge back up against the.
Oh, right.
against the chuck.
He doesn't know what he's.
Well, hang on. Yeah, I've been practicing my pommel cuts, Robbo.
Yeah. Good job, Sid.
That's from now on, Sid. That was a design choice that you came up with.
So that been playing with that for about a month, just doing bits and pieces, and finally finished it off today.
What is it?
Walnut.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Benjamin, I love you.
It's a bit bigger, but it looks like that little bowl that Dad made with the little lid. Remember that one? I think Ryan's got it. Yeah.
It's another, that piece that we made the Chinese bowl out of, Robbo?
Yeah.
It's a twin. It's little bit smaller piece than that was.
Oh, right.
So I just thought I'd knock a little, I don't know, nut bowl or something out of it.
Oh, and Paul's in. Woodworm Paul's in.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I should find
I actually like that snowman. That's a variation on a theme.
This one, the
clown, at least. Well, I'd call it a clown.
I'm not sure what it is. Is a clown or an elf or something like that.
Yeah.
His painting skills need a bit of refining. I'm trying to teach him.
Oh, right. We should.
Well, it's like anything else which is skill based.
This one looks a bit evil, but I did all that with the brush instead of doing it how I should have done it. So that's right. That might hang on.
Freddie.
Could be.
Hey, it could actually. I can imagine that being a thing. Actually, doing traditional Christmas ornaments are going to be happy snowmen and stuff. I can imagine people buying evil ones.
Yeah.
Some people.
Oh yeah, there's certainly a market for it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's
the advantage of that is that you can sit it on a mantelpiece or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to hang on a tree, whereas most of them are rounded bottoms and fall over.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, that'll cut off through there, but it'll still have a flat bottom on it.
I'd leave it like that.
Halloween.
Yeah, I would leave it.
Halloween one as well.
I think you've come up with a good design.
Then I'll have to sand up all the bottom and make it look neat.
No.
Yes, you will.
I suppose I could put it back in the chuck and make a proper pommel cut there just to please Robbo.
Darren says he has a friend who'd love that scary snowman. Is the friend you, Darren? Is that when you say I'm asking for a friend?
I know he's fibbing because I have it on very good authority. He hasn't got any friends.
Oh,
Sorry, Darren, but that's a little payback for the earlier one.
Yeah.
he's just been storing it up.
Actually, I'm not sorry, but it's a
Soz, not soz.
soz, not soz. Yeah. So I picked up. What's laminated
actually,
wood turn like, Robbo?
Sorry.
What's laminated wood turn like?
Most of the wood I turn is laminated because we can't get the sizes anymore.
Okay, yeah, because I picked up a laminated construction beam.
Oh, what a lammy beam, I think they call them. Oh yeah. Now it'll rip the crap out of the chisels. But
Bit like this.
yeah,
Not because of the glue, Robbo.
yeah, it's the glue in it. It's resorcinol glue. It's as hard as the hobs of hell.
Okay.
And I'll just answer Paul's question. Hi, Robbo. Have you heard about your results from the docs yet? I hope it's all good, mate. Yeah, it is good. My lung is 99% returned to where it should be.
Oh, wow.
And he reckons that it'll probably go back to where it should be in the next month or two. So,
That's great.
and good day, Axel. Fat Axe has come in
Axel,
too.
how are you, mate?
Hi, Axel.
Hi, I don't know who you are either, but hi.
Oh, that's nice said.
Little bit of you. I was just having to play around with.
I thought it was you.
It's a
You
UFO.
over there.
It's a UFO, useless flaming object.
And that's a piece of bougainvillea.
Yes.
Bogan, did you say? Oh, Bougainvillea.
Oh, yeah, bougainvillea. So that was the challenge piece at the weekend that shall not be named that I got third prize with.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
And I turned that in less than half an hour.
Hi, Radar. Radar's just come in.
Okay, Radar, here you go, mate.
Hi, Radar.
Go right up.
So Radar's an American, and I'm going from the accent, I'm going to say he's from the South.
Do you know American accents, Sid?
The southern ones
you
are
go.
reasonably easy to pick.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Do Australians have different accents?
Oh, yes. South
Yeah.
Australians sound like Poms to other Australians. We
Right.
say branch and plant and dance and stuff. Whereas Victoria, where I live now, they say branch and and
Plant and dance and
Plants
tassel.
and-
Ah, right. Yes, now you mention it. Yeah, I can see how
But the thing is, Rob, that we can all understand each other. Not like you bloody
Yes.
Poms,
that's
where your
true.
next door
It's-
neighbours can't understand each other.
Yeah, you're very, very right. Because we're such a small country, it will have so many hundreds of different accents.
accents.
Which,
Yeah.
which, as you say, where I'm from, it's classed as a Geordie accent. Newcastle upon Tyne, Northeast England. Most of the country cannot understand us. It's basically like a different language.
Oh, are you from
Like,
Peaky Blinders country, Rob?
No, much more no. You see, like Tommy's close to me, Yorkshire, but a totally different accent. Like,
Yeah,
I can- sorry, Rob, I was just going to say, in English, I will say, if you ask me a question and I did not know the answer, I would say, oh, I don't know, sorry. But if I'm talking to another Geordie, I'd say, I've no.
That's
And-
actually
and-
that sounds like Aussie, actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right,
I don't
so
know.
slang, basically, it's slang.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Colloquial. Yes, exactly. I don't know. I was going to say it's teaming. I don't know. Is that a Geordie? It is a Geordie word, isn't it? Teaming. You know what teaming means? It means it's raining.
I was going to say it's teeming down. It's raining. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the same out there too. And boys
Yeah.
have been teaming down there all day.
Is it?
There you go, Rob. That'll be a hard bit of wood.
What is it? Is it a burr?
Yeah, burl we call them here, not a burr, but that's a red gum burl.
Yeah. We call them burrs here.
Yeah.
I think you should
Um,
follow some. I'm joking.
And Tommy says that you can understand me, and yes, I can. And Katrina said that Queensland's talk slower and drawl more.
They do.
Yeah.
And they
And they say skewl and peel and stuff like that, and they call potato cakes scallops.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I had to work on a property once out in the middle of nowhere in the middle of Northern Territory, just on the Queensland border, big cattle station. Their windmill had packed it in. Anyhow, I'll tell you what, I could have had breakfast while he said good morning to me.
A drawl.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cedric and Cecil, they were two brothers, they were. God, they were dags. Both in their 70s. Like I am now.
Yep. And that's probably how everyone talks about you, Robbo, now.
Well,
Not
that's
us,
right.
of
Oh,
Yeah.
God, he's a dag. That's what they say. As long as they don't mean hanging off a sheep's butt.
So,
It's not scallops, it's potato cakes.
Bloody potato cakes, that's right.
Tommy.
yeah. Bloody Tommy. So I've got a few bits and pieces of wood that I'm not sure what they are, but they're American, I'd imagine. But it'll be a spruce, one of the spruces or conifers. They're 8x4s, and they were the pallet. Well, they're not really a pallet, but they're the wooden frame that mower conditioners are shipped out on in the containers.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So it'll be like they're coming out of America. So it'll be one of the. I'd imagine it'll be fir or one of the other conifers.
Yeah, you shouldn't use your best woods for crates and pallets.
Hey, just for Tommy, we got a fish and chip shop. My wife has anyway, and if you come and ask us for scallops, you will get seafood.
Exactly.
Shellfish.
Shellfish.
That's how I know scallops.
Yeah, no. Well,
Shellfish.
see, one of our states, New South Wales, I don't think Queensland call them.
Yeah, New South Wales and Queensland will both. Queensland, not all Queenslanders call them scallops, but some
that's right.
do.
But if you want a potato cake in New South Wales and parts of Queensland, you've got to say potato scallops, please.
Yeah.
Or scallop potato.
Well, see, scallop potato is something completely different. That's with
Exactly,
cream.
I know.
That's with cream and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, Australian people have influenced a whole generation of English people because, I don't know, about 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, Home and Away and programs called
and
Neighbours.
Neighbours.
Yeah, were really, really popular over here.
Yeah.
And people started speaking like Australians.
That's right. Kylie Minogue started speaking like a pom, so it's much of a muchness, really.
And it's interesting if you ever have anything to do with kindergarten kids, because they nearly all bloody speak with an American accent.
Oh,
yes.
right.
And I watching the American programs.
Nuts.
Yes.
Yeah, that the mother-in-law's got a daughter who adopted her, and she went to America for 8 months. Now she's got an American accent.
Wow, that's quick.
My brother actually was based in New York for 10 years, and he had the kids over there. And the reason he moved back to Australia was so the kids wouldn't develop an American accent.
Wow.
Yep.
He threw in a job that was in the six figures for the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe American dollars too.
It's one of my least favourite accents. I prefer British and all that sort of stuff.
And Tommy says difference in our chippies, we don't serve sea scallops. Probably too dear over there. They're more a subtropical thing, I think.
I've got a funny fact for you about accents.
Okay.
You'll be familiar with I would say old-fashioned films, black and white films. Catherine Hepburn and
Yeah.
Audrey Hepburn. They had an accent. What was it called? Atlantic. Apologies, I can't remember the actual name of it. But it was a made-up accent. It was not a true accent.
Oh,
That's right,
Literally
yes.
what the actors used. Yeah.
just for
Um,
the films, was it?
for the films, basically. I guess they must have learned it in acting school.
So they didn't offend anyone.
Maybe,
Well,
so they could be clear. I'm not sure.
it's not that. It's when Australian films were released in America, like Mad Max and that,
Yeah.
they actually had to have subtitles under it so the Americans could understand it.
Yeah.
No, another bit of trivia
that's a
about
fact.
Mad Max is they couldn't,
Yeah,
they wouldn't
no,
let it be
no.
called Mad Max either.
No, they won't. They wouldn't. What was it called? Something Driver or
The
something.
the Road Warrior.
Road Warrior. That's it. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, it was Mad Max in England.
But actors and that go to elocution lessons to learn the thing. It's like university professors, they all speak with an upper English accent
Yes.
as if they've been to Oxford or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
It can be a class
Yeah.
thing. I don't know what's like over there, but in England,
Oh, it's like
I
that
won't-
here too. Don't worry.
I
With the
yeah.
palm
So
in the
I
mouth.
yes. So I would not get on as far as somebody who spoke posh Queen's English. They would just be accepted more. Just
There's
the
a
way
lot
it
of
is.
people that put on airs over here as well. Some of them have a right to, and others just don't. But you
Yeah.
know,
well, actually, when it. Sorry,
And
Robert.
Tommy has said, sorry, Rob. Tommy said, my son says American words. It drives him mad. And he said, there's
Yep.
plenty of scallops here, but expensive.
Yeah.
I'd imagine they would be.
So they don't go through a fish and chip shop, they go through a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It's
They're not real cheap here at the
fish-
moment to get the good ones either, by the way.
a fishmonger.
So that, Robbo, is Jay's nemesis.
Oh, Blackwood.
That's that
Oh, I love
Blackwood.
that.
That's the Blackwood bowl he was turning when he blew up.
Yeah.
Last time I went up there, he said, "Here, take this with you," and I said, "All right, I'll turn it into something, and then I'll mount it on a trophy board or something like that, just to put it
Hi,
up on
Bailey.
the wall."
that
Chris,
Like-
Chris.
G'day, Chris.
Sid, that light lamp thing, far out. The lamp pole that Dad or Pa turns that's Blackwood, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the standard lamp.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say in my lovely English.
He
My Lisanese.
it took me years to work out how he did it, and that was on a Dad did woodworking, Robbo, at the high school in Penola, so it was on a school lathe,
Oh, yeah.
and he made a standard floor lamp.
Yeah.
And it would have been
Just
the
joined
10
it in
would
the
have
middle.
been. Yeah, but he didn't drill it.
No, he cut it in two halves and then rejoined it.
Yeah, it took me bloody years to work that out. Cut it in two halves, run it over a router, and join it back together, and then turned it.
That's it.
Oh,
I'm guessing
To get
that's a
the groove
different
down the middle.
species.
there you go. I'm just
A
going,
different-
oh, right, okay. Yep, good.
A different
Because
species
I've got Nana's old one, Sid.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry,
And
Rob.
Radar reckons our Australian accent is cool.
Thanks,
We're
Radar.
awesome. We're
I-
awesome, man.
I like watching you and listening to you talk too. I reckon it's your accent's one of the more expressive ones out of America. Some of them just irritate me.
I'm trying to think now if there's any accents that irritate me. Maybe French.
As long as it's not your own, Rob.
Canadian can
no, I'm fine
sometimes
with
be a little
Geordie.
bit annoying, depending on who it is. To me,
Yes.
that's my opinion.
I know what you mean, Lisa. Yes. It can be very slow.
Oh,
deliberate.
just
talk.
there was a girl that came to Penola for a little while. Her name was Jolie, and she'd say
Uh-huh.
Lisa, Lisa, and I just wanted to punch her in the face. My name's Lisa, not Lisa. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
And Darren says he's got a long drill for doing them. So have I.
Yeah, I don't know. How long have they been around, Rob? Well, schools wouldn't have had them anyway, the drill through things, would they?
Ours did actually, but no, those long hole borers have been around for nearly 200 years, I'd say.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, because these would have been, the ones he did would have been about, each piece would have been about 2.5 foot long.
Yeah, well, that's about the length of them. You can't do a standard lamp with them.
No, you could see, I could always see the join where he joined the two cylinders together up the pole.
Yeah.
But he did a really good job of joining the two halves together before he turned it. You couldn't see the join.
Yeah, no, well, you need very straight grain timber for doing it.
Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of it, so yes, it must be, because I always thought he just drilled down the middle too. So there you go.
Now, whenever you go there, Lisa, you're going to look for it, aren't you?
I'll be looking for that seed, I will. I'll be going,
yeah, so that one, I'm pretty sure Dad turned the one Nana had too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think they're both Blackwood.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at mine. I should bring it in here. It's not plugged in or anything. 1 second. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Yeah. I'll be back.
She's going to hog the spotlight, is she?
Oh, that's right. I'll put her up on full screen. That'll fix her.
Yeah.
What would I do there?
You click it again. Go back to the question or the Sesame Street and click it again, and she'll stop it.
Oh, now it's the first thing I bloody see, isn't it? I can't not see it now, Sid. Good on you. So, hang on. I'll get the... It hasn't got any decoration or anything like any...
Yeah, no, it's just straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I can see the seam now. The join.
Yeah, I've ruined your bloody illusion.
Yep.
That's my job.
Oh, I'm doing it again, Sid. There we go.
You don't treat it like a mirror.
I do every time.
So do I.
Yep. All right, you can have your do you want to see the bottom at all or not? Oh, I don't know how high my ceilings are. It's a bit dusty.
Gonna hit the roof.
If you stop going up, yep.
What?
If you stop going upwards, then it'll...
It's very dusty. I actually broke it, and I had to get one of Andrew's friend's parents to put it back together in the middle join here, and he rewired it and everything for me as well. So, but I probably should put it in here. I didn't have a place for it, but in here would be good, wouldn't it? So I've got much light in here.
They're quite handy having light over your shoulder, those things, because they disperse it quite nicely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh, now
yeah, so again, oh dear.
I smudged me whale down here.
It's all right. We can't see it. It's fine.
Right.
I can. I'll remind you every time I see one. See it now. I'm like that.
Oh dear.
Oh, goodness. Where's your face, boy?
Alrighty. Hey.
Where's your face? I want to see your face.
Oh, I've got to move a camera. Hang on.
On his shoulders. At least I hope it is.
Hello.
Ah!
There we go.
There's my brother.
Not too many chips in the beard.
Man glitter.
I can when I'm turning in here. I do put a mask on to keep the wood chips out of my beard.
I can't see it. Oh yeah.
If this lockdown keeps going, I'll be able to plait my beard behind my head.
You have to start wearing your wizard hat, Robbo.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, oh,
My
yeah, you have
Bailey
got that, yes.
works.
So
Sorry, Sid, what?
Bailey's a Chris.
Oh, is he? He's
Yeah.
a Chris like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Robbo, can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
There's the line there is where the
Yeah, I know, you went a
it's
bit-
where the I went too far that way.
That's all right. I was more after the principal than anything else to get a clean cut down there.
No problem.
So do you do this online, you guys, with each other? That sounds really bad. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah. I'm running online. I'm running online tutorials.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
So what is it, number 5 this week, tomorrow night, Robbo?
Yeah, number 5, and I've gone through 3 buckets of Valium so far.
You've done really well, actually, Robbo, for not being able to be here in person, to be able to adjust people's
Yeah,
chisels.
that's.
Like
Don't worry, the screen's got fingerprints all over it. Where I've been saying, no, just turn it this way a bit.
Actually, Robbo, you know,
And you
when I
think
watch
they
the
can see
videos
where
back,
your hand is, don't you?
when I watch the videos back, the questions, there's lots of times I'm noticing you're saying something extremely clear. For some reason, I'm not picking up on it. When I watch the video back, I'm going, well, why the hell am I not listening? Like, for instance, you could say, no, don't start there. Start here.
Yeah,
For some reason, I'm just not picking up on what you're saying. I don't know if it's
You turned your ears off.
I don't know. I think it might be a nervous thing that my brain's closing off, and I'm just panicking about doing something right. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. But when I watch the video back, I learn more by having done it the first time than watch it back, and I can practice.
well, that's
But,
it. And Tommy's on his way to Scotland tomorrow. Geez, you'll have to learn to speak a new language, Tommy. He says he'll be listening. I've provided his Saturday morning entertainment, I think.
I cannot understand the Glaswegian. Someone from Glasgow cannot understand the Glaswegian accent.
Well, all my relations,
one.
all my distant relations come from Glasgow, actually.
All right. Right. People up there.
Well, my battery's getting low, folks, so I need to go plug in.
All right.
So I'm going to see you all later. Lovely talking to everyone.
Nice meeting you, Lisa.
Thank you
Yes.
for having me, Sid.
Yep.
Right.
No worries,
Yep.
thanks, Lisa.
All right. See ya.
See
And I'm glad to know his name's Sidley.
No, I'm not allowed to call him that, Rob. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Yes, I'm looking forward.
Darren's off too, by the sound of it.
I'll just say, I'll just say goodbye to everyone in the chat, and I'll just finish the broadcast. And so thanks to everyone for coming in and having a look. And I'll try and get another one up sometime not too far away.
No worries.
Great. Take care, everyone.
Don't forget to press end broadcast.
Got the spinning wheel of death on the end broadcast one.
Yeah, you've got to wait a couple of minutes sometimes. Actually, your sound and everything's been good tonight, Sid.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's just sitting there on the spinning wheel of death while I'm trying to do it at the moment.
Yeah.
Darren's going, no, you hang up.
Yeah. I used to have 3-hour phone conversations from a public phone, believe it or not, talking to my girlfriend at the times.
Yeah.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Used to take us about an hour and a half to hang up. That was when I was young.
Oh, yeah, I'll come back in and finish it.
Yeah, all right. Oh, it's not even letting you out.
Actually, it seems in winter time when my in-laws visit. They only live around the corner, 5 minutes away. They'll say they go in and they say bye and stuff. And they go to the front door's open, and they're staying there half an hour, and the freezing cold is coming in.
My wife is like that. Man,
Yeah,
we'll be somewhere, and I'll say, "All right, see you later, folks. We're off."
yeah,
And I sit in the car for 3/4 of an hour waiting for Julie to come out because she's got to say goodbye to everybody
yes.
individually.
Crazy. I'm thinking, why not just don't say bye until you're actually going?
Mm.
Or stay
Right,
in the...
no, my net dropped out.